Look at this day. It was pouring. Tomorrow is supposed to be hailing. I'm just going to take this break in the rain to go check that everyone's in place and all the animals are okay. Really glad that my lemon tree right out my door got some rain. It's healthy, this rain from Iyar. I explained it in one of the vlogs. Rain in Iyar is Ani Hashem Rofecha. I am God, your healer. Gotta drink it straight from the sky. So my plants are drinking it, the trees are drinking it. It's healthy for everyone. Look at our roses. Even though I really don't like planting roses, because I like planting things that are edible and usable, but pretty is also good. So these are roses. The gardener here loves roses, and they're in full bloom now. We have all these different shades from, look at that field of roses. Good morning, Kiwi. Good morning, chicks. Yeah. Okay, she always tries to run out. Good morning, Thing. Yes, Ginger. I know. She's outside. They're all trying to get out to her. Get inside, Ginger. I don't let them out. Good girl. Also food inside. They found the food inside. If you come in. Look at that. They're getting feathers. Almost unrecognizable. They grow fast. You're a good mama. You're the best. You're the best. I have company on my walk to the chickens. You won't believe who. Look at this. Here. Look who's accompanying me to the chickens. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day after the rain. And look at the view in between the two buildings. Beautiful Jerusalem view. See that? Okay. Anyway, today I'm back at our apple patch. And I saw that there's some aphids on these leaves. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so the little green dots are the aphids, and the ants come and eat the sticky substance that the aphids leave. So, and they usually go to, see, this is an older leaf, there's none on the bigger leaf. They go to the fresh young leaves. That's their thing. Now, aphids are telling us something. They're telling us something about the soil that's not balanced, that they need some more of a certain kind of mineral or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm learning about it, but I'm going to start by helping out and just spraying. I brought here a spray of dish soap and water in a regular old Ajax spray bottle, and it just sprays. So I'm just gonna go. The spray, they lose their hold, the aphids, and it's not supposed to hurt the tree in any way. Okay, today is an important day in the greenhouse. A very important day in the greenhouse. I just learned a new halacha that I didn't know. And it goes as follows. Even in a greenhouse, if you are planting seeds, there has to be a separation. In Jewish halacha, you're not allowed to plant 2 seeds in 1 hole. You're not allowed to combine 2 different kinds of species. Everything is very pure in its essence, and from the Torah, we're not allowed to mix up that purity. Everyone has its own purpose and was created for its own thing. We are not allowed to mix it. We are allowed to eat it if someone else mixed it or combined it. So all the fruit that we have that are a combination of a peach and a plum and a this and a that, we're allowed to eat it, but we're not allowed to do it. We have to keep things pure. So I knew that. I knew you have to keep a 15 centimeter distance between them in planting, and we're always very careful with that. What I didn't know is in the greenhouse, I also have to. So for example, I have here beets and corn. Now they're 2 separate trays. The rabbi said it doesn't matter. 15 centimeter separation. Same thing here. Tomatoes and eggplants. 15 centimeter separation. So let's do that. Now, there are a few exceptions. First, let's separate it, and then we'll talk about the exceptions. What happens if you really want to pack your greenhouse and you don't have room for this big separation? There's a solution. One of the solutions is flowers. There is no halacha of combining vegetables with flowers. So if I have here eggplant, I can have as close as I want flowers. So what I can do is here's eggplant and peppers, and then there's tomatoes. So I have to find another thing of flowers, and I have it right here. Here's how it works now. Eggplants, flowers, which is bee balm. Peppers, flowers, which is chamomile, tomatoes. So now there's a separation between the 2, and I separate it out by flowers, and it's fine to plant like that. So let's check here. We have celery. Okay, now herbs is another situation. There was conflicting ideas about if an herb can be planted one next to each other. Is it more like a flower, or is it more like a vegetable? So I'm not sure yet. As soon as I know, I'll let you know. Celery, there's a 15 centimeters to the blackberries, which is now 15 centimeters to the huckleberry. Now again, a berry, I'm not sure if that's a fruit. There's a different things with trees. Not exactly sure. I'm still learning here. Flowers and ground cherries, that's good. Flowers and ground cherries. Strawberries and asparagus, I gotta move them. And these are flowers here. So we're gonna move flowers over here. Flowers, strawberries, flowers. Okay, here's gonna be the asparagus and separated from the squash. Now, if there's different kind, okay, so we already learned this, but I'll say it again. If there is 2 different kinds, let's say I'm planting 2 different kinds of corn, that's allowed in 1 tray. You don't need to separate it. If I have different kinds of tomatoes, that's allowed to be on 1 tray because it's just one. It's a tomato. It doesn't matter if it's a cherry or a whole or a big or a small. It's a tomato. Okay, so we live and learn. I love learning new halachos, and I try to learn a halacha of gardening a day. So we are now all kosher and yosher in our greenhouse. For clarity's sake, I have here a ruler, and I usually talk in centimeters because that's what we do here. But when I go like this, just so that everyone should know, when I go this much apart, this is 20 centimeters, okay? This is, here, 20 centimeters. Okay, and according to halacha, we need to do 15 centimeters, which comes out to 8 inches. 8 inches. And according to halacha, you only need to do 6 inches. Okay, look at this plum tree. It's full of aphids. All those little green specks. So we're gonna try the soap solution here too and see what happens. Don't know if I introduced you to my plum trees yet, but these were 2 years, I think 2 years ago we planted them to B'Shvat, and they're doing super amazing. Okay, so let me introduce you to our plum patch before we decided to plant the plums. 2 years ago, to B'Shvat, an amazing group of young ladies moved in and cleared everything out and planted our trees. Hard work, but we had lots and lots of fun. Mazal tov Taryn, she just got married last week. Yay! All the best. Where's the third one? 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to put another path like this on this side and put rocks down that it should be a pretty pathway.